So I was sending today message to all my students that coaching call, today's coaching call, we do Tuesday coaching call. And like when I wake up, there is always 100 to 200 messages. So I take time to reply a message. So I sent a message to the broadcast list and immediately I got a message from Johar. Sir, I have already cleared PMP. And I saw that, okay, he sent me his certificate like an hour back. He joined my batch too, which ended in the end of February. And on Friday or Saturday, he did mock 5 and his score was very good. And Johar, you don't know that yesterday me and Avas were having discussion. When I asked you to do the agile mock, he said, sir, he does not need an agile mock, let him give the exam. I said, yeah, but let's be double sure. This is a very interesting thing. Me and your coach Avas is having a discussion yesterday
Yeah.
that Johan need. I am saying no, Johan need an agile mock. I think he should go for it. And Avas said, okay, sir, but I did ask him to book the exam. And here I saw you becoming PMP. First of all, congratulations. How do you feel now?
It's amazing journey. I'm very thankful to Almighty God and thankful to you and Aviz Bhai for a good effort in mentoring me. And it was a wonderful journey in giving this exam. This last 1.5 month and 2 month were really filled with a lot of excitement, a lot of hard work and dedication, which required to clear in such a short period of time because it's a exhaustive, uh, very exhaustive type of study we have to do. But definitely you have strike the correct pen points, and this is what is a trend in the PMP exams, which we see most of the things. What I see in what we've been taught and focused were the part of the exam today.
Okay. So let's talk about the first thing first. You said the exam was very difficult, right?
Yes,
Why?
exam was difficult in sense. I saw a lot of questions which were like long questions, and the answer choices were also very long.
Hmm. Answer.
So yeah, so I have to read for the question as well as the same time it took me to read the four choices and make a correct decision.
Hmm.
So many of the questions I saw were like long questions in uh, first part, second part, and third part. All the three sections had a long questions.
All the three part was the long question. Okay, so how did you manage the time?
Uh, it was a good technique. What I thought was not to panic.
Okay,
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 I did not panic, and I kept myself very calm while giving the exam.
okay, okay.
I started feeling panic in the first section where I could not complete the 60 questions in the first 80 minutes. It
Hmm,
was around 85 minutes or 90 minutes, maybe I have taken, I don't remember, but more than 75 to 80 minutes I took. So I took a small break. I had a cup of water
hmm,
and I came back relaxed, and I started focusing on the section 2.
hmm. Okay.
Section 2, since I was calm, I started reading the questions very slowly, as which was been informed and discussed during our sessions what you taught us.
Hmm,
So I started reading the questions slowly, and the answers also I started reading slowly and not getting panicked.
hmm,
So what I observed was, although the questions were long, if you read it calmly and quietly,
hmm,
definitely the answer is not that tough.
hmm,
Answer becomes tough if you just read it passively very fastly and don't understand what it is all about.
hmm,
Otherwise it was not that difficult answers, but the thing is you have to make a lot of reading the long questions and the choices.
hmm, hmm. You have to read a lot of long questions and choices. Okay, which topic were more highlighted in the exam?
Okay, so most of the questions were agile based,
Hmm,
team management, team from team, and resource management,
hmm,
and uh, if you see the processes like risk management were also a part of many questions,
hmm.
and few questions from scope and cost.
Choose question from scope and cost. That's what
Yeah,
it. right? Okay,
Right.
that's really good. Okay, apart from that, what would be you say that how these people should prepare for PMP that can help them? So what would you put into that context? You should prepare for those people, your batchmates. You see a lot of students in your batch are there still, and
Mhm.
you did a fabulous score in the last two mocks, four and
Mhm.
five, both mocks. Like, what was my problem? I will tell you today. So what was my problem when you shared the score and uh, your score was too good.
Yeah.
Your score was like he said, sir, why you are asking him to do the agile mock? You said to me, I said, yeah. So number four, 73.3%. Mock number five, 69%. Now, although you may say, see, mock number five, you are failing. But my control chart said 65 is the one of the maximum score. So I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure into that thing. First thing first, let's compare the difficulties of mock 4, 5 with the real exam. How would you compare the difficulties level?
Uh, I can see mock 5 was a bit difficult,
Hmm,
uh, and it was really helpful to me, specifically because I got around 7 to 8 questions, whether in the mock 5. They were a part of my exam today.
hmm,
Okay. And that was the reason why I was little relaxed in the last third section when I saw few questions, although there were three liners and maybe two liners, but they helped me to speed up to complete the third section fast, because I was left with around 10 questions in the section 2 uh, by the time 75 minutes were left out.
hmm,
So these questions really helped me.
hmm,
So the thing is, like, for me, I understand that once you start the PMP journey, it starts with your coaching, then it starts with mind mapping, question answers, and then RCAs.
hmm,
So while we are going through your journey, uh, it helps us to think in a PMP uh, practice or a PMP mindset. Okay, so this mindset does not develop in a day or two for me. Uh, Once I start doing the mind maps, it helps a lot. It helps me to understand what PMP is exactly and what it tries to tell us. It tries to tell us processes, procedures, and agile, which is a another big topic. So basically, by the time we complete all the parts in the PMP, at the end, uh, we are bit aligned with the mindset of PMP. And once we are aligned with the mindset, we need to now start working more on the RCS, which is one of the most important thing, what I felt. And uh, I started taking this RCS very seriously,
hmm,
because what I did in the last 2 3 days was nothing but the mock and the RCS. I did not refer any books or anything, because the RCS are really very good, very nicely designed, and it helps us to again force us to think like a PMP mindset and not the traditional what we are following. Because I have been in the industry for last 15 years. I'm a project manager, and I understand that what many things I do very wrongly, which is not a PMP standard practice. So
hmm,
this RCS really helped me in understanding that yes, we have to develop a mindset, and this RCS definitely helped me to develop the mindset and answering the question in a PMP fashion.
hmm. The PMP question. Right. Guys, if you have any question, feel free to ask. He just cleared PMP. So that is, when did you, what was your exam timing?
My exam timing was in the morning, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. So you, after giving the exam, you went back to office?
Yeah, I went back to my office. I had two meetings, and then I.
Sometimes you guys amaze me. Like with the tension that you have, with the hard work you have, still you put some two meetings there after that. If it would have gone through, or otherwise, it could have been be a very interesting thing. Okay, Mushafkir is asking how many questions were there, like three-liner questions.
Um, I can tell you it was more than 25 to 30 questions, which were three liners.
More than, so that is like less than 25% of the exam. So
Yeah.
what about the remaining one? Was it long? Was it small? How it was?
Not like very small thing, a straight question like this is an agile value or not. Not questions like this. The questions were related mostly on the team. There's a conflict between two team members, or one of the team member is not performing well. So how you resolve? And mostly they were dragging us to answer that escalate, escalate, escalate. Most of the questions, the answers choices I see, it was like you have to escalate it to the sponsor or escalate it to the manager. So which was not, I felt, was an answer. And mostly the choices were very long to read and answer.
Okay. How many mathematical questions were there?
Not at all. Not a single question was mathematical. But there was a drag and drop question for CPI, SPI, schedule variance, and cost variance.
So knowing SPI CPI is critical for the exam, but you don't need to use formulas or calculators to solve the questions, right?
Yeah, basically, uh, your PMP booklet clearly mentioned that SPI greater than one is good. For example,
Hmm.
CPI greater than one is good. This is a very quick. It comes into your mind while making a drag and drop, because it was telling that SPI is greater than one, so it's a good or bad. The CPI less than one is good or bad.
Hmm.
This way, there was a drag and drop question.
Hmm. Hmm. Any critical path or schedule questions?
Yes, there was one question related to critical path where he closed all the uh, things like the project is over budget, the uh, the schedule is behind schedule, and there's an activity which is on a critical path, and the team member leaves the
Hmm.
uh, team. So what you will do, like?
Hmm.
So there was one question on this critical path.
Okay. That's an interesting thing to look into that. That's an interesting thing to put into that way. Okay. So
And one more thing which I saw different from this 180 mocks was, usually we see in mocks that there's a transition from predictive approach to an agile approach.
hmm,
So the question was like, there's an agile manager and there's a transition to the predictive approach. So what will be the difficulties the agile manager will be facing? This
hmm,
was one of the questions they were asked. It was a reverse of like what usually we see in the mocks.
okay. Okay. So Johar, let's put in the context. Were you in the PMP marathon on Saturday,
I was not in the PMP marathon, but I did attend a PMP marathon on 18th March.
18th March? So how relevant the questions were towards that?
That were really helpful questions, I guess, because what I felt at one moment was like some questions were similar to what we see in the marathons.
So I'm gonna ask this thing. The reason is that you guys made those questions. Certified PMPs made those questions. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you to make 10 to 15 questions, which we can use in the next PMP marathon. And
Yeah.
secondly, each one teach one is the standard that I say always. That
Yeah. Yeah.
each one is the mantra that I want to work here. And I hope you can. I know you are a busy professional, but these people will be reaching out to you, and I hope you can help them. You can work with them because you never
Sure.
know one point that you share with them that changes the entire thing,
Yes.
right? So
The best part is what I feel is we should go to a test center
yes.
and do the exam, because you transfer one risk to the test center, that is the IT setup, your home, make it a proctored environment. You feel little panic, but the moment you go in the test center, it's a very well designed test center from Pearson's, and they take care of everything, and full silence. You can focus on your exam very well, and the, the the environment is like everybody is behind one common goal of getting the PMP certified. So this was a very good experience for me.
Hmm. Thank you very much for your time. Do share me a good picture of you. I'll put a thumbnail and do send the picture. Do send the question answers whenever you make. Let's keep moving forward. And thank you very much one more time.
Thank
Okay.
you so much, Mr. Amir. Thank you to Aviz Bhai for all your support. Your coaching has been a very value addition for getting this certified. I really thank you for all the efforts you have been. For me, I think you are you are making maybe if there are 70 people in your class, you are doing a 70 projects with them. This is what I feel. You keep on follow-ups, and your coach, your team is a tremendous, very excellent team. They keep on follow-ups, and which helps us to keep awake and think on this PMP. And it also helps us to keep an consistency in uh, doing or studying this course. Otherwise, the moment you get busy, you lose 2 or 3 days, which should not be the case. So the consistency is very important in getting certified as soon as possible.
Hmm. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much. And
Thank you.
best of luck, brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank
Guys,
you.
we can do it. I'm sure you can also do it. This is all about how